Hey y'all, I'm Mayer Cunningham, the special education boss. If you've ever felt confused, overwhelmed, or just plain frustrated at the 504 IEP table, you are in the right place. Every week, I'm breaking down the rules, the rights, and the realities of special education so you can walk into meetings informed, empowered, and ready to make real change. And whether you're a parent, a teacher, an advocate, a school-based member, or somebody who's just trying to do right by a student, this podcast gives you straight talk, real answers, and tools that you can use immediately. I'm not here to play politics. I'm not here to play sides. I'm here to train people who sit at the table and teach you how to follow the law, ask the right questions, and protect the rights of students. So go ahead and hit subscribe, share this with a friend, and you know what? Meet me back here every single week. We're not just talking about change. We're making it. Because when you know better, you do better. And when we get it right for the child, we get it right for everybody. How are y'all? It is, what today is? That's good English. What is today? Did you go into your IEP meetings and you asked for support and they said, that is going to be amazing. So I'm just going to go rogue and ask questions. I'm not going to ask questions. I'm going to answer questions. So if you guys have questions, I will do my very best to answer them. You all went and got your book, right? All of you have your book. Raise your hand if you got your book. Can you just give me a thumbs up, an emoji? All the good looking people got their book. And yep. Look at that. It's Amanda with the heart sign. Thank you. Yes, you guys are blowing this out of the water. This is number 1 on the A word. Of course, I can't say the A word. Amazon. You know that word. So please go get it. We're 2 weeks out from it being shipped to your house. You want to order it now so that you're not in the, I hate to say this, BO. You don't want to be in the BO, do you? The back order. I know. Nobody wants the back order. So go get it, and then we will have our summit on the 5th. We're super excited about that. Sorry, I'm having some technicals, and so they're telling me that they're telling me there's a link. I'm gonna just do this. Remember, if you guys want your questions answered, you would join the academy. To join the academy is absolutely free. Say it with me. It's absolutely free. Your first month is free. We train every Monday night on federal law, the requirements law, the spirit of law, the letter of the law, and then we answer your questions. Travis Moses, we miss you terribly. I hope you're doing big things. I know he is. I know he is. So, and the Epic IEP Academy that we have every Monday night has over 400 hours worth of archived trainings. I do the training. They are live. We open up for questions about what I trained on, and then we open up for any other questions. How many of you guys have questions every week about special ed? You have questions every week. So join the Epic IEP Academy. There's no lifetime commitment. You can join for a month and leave. If you leave, we understand. People make mistakes. Or you can stay as long as you want. Please join us so that we can raise up special education bosses all over. This is going to change your life. Promise you it's going to change your life. So we have our first locations. So if you are in Louisville, Kentucky, or Lexington, Kentucky, we are coming to train you. We are in Ashland, Kentucky, Huntington, West Virginia, Spartanburg, West Virginia. So go make yourself available to that. If you want information on that, you would just reach out to, look, I made myself a homemade sign. I did. Where's my homemade sign? I just had my homemade sign. I just had it. Like I made it. Oh, there it is. See, that's what happens when I try to get prepared. Here's my homemade sign. So if you're interested in any of our location trainings, just reach out to Angie. She does all the booking for Special Education Boss and the Epic IEP book tour. So take a screenshot or save this. You got it? Did y'all get it? So reach out to Angie, 606-776-3175 for a good time and special education training. Just reach out to her. She will tell you about the host cities. If you're interested in being a host, if you would like us to come train your school district, your juvenile justice center, your hospital, your people, we are happy to do that. So please join us. So if you want to know where to get this is available anywhere that books are sold. So you would go get one, and then you would be amazing, and your life will be forever changed. So are you on deck, Miss Rachel?
I can be if you would like.
You're the only one here. So yeah, it's you.
I guess it is me.
Yeah. So let me just, if I can just grab a couple of questions. Come to Nashville. I'm going to be in Nashville Thursday and Friday. Who wants to see me in Nashville Thursday or Friday? Let's see. Special education teacher here. Once we apply, they then someone on the IEP determines eligibility and placement. As staff, I am limited. Just joined. I've learned so much already. Oh, awesome. Yep, I'm coming to Nashville Thursday. What happens if a SPED resource room teacher leaves and now there's no teacher? Then the class is not properly staffed. Can you give advice for dealing with a parent with possible Munchausen who thrives creating chaos? So that has happened to myself and or my partners over the years, and we have to let them go as clients. It's a terrible thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Will you be coming to Colorado? Absolutely, we're coming to Colorado. Who doesn't want to see me in a bunny suit on the Alps? Are there Alps? Okay, the school is...
So skiing.
Yeah.
You wear your bunny suit skiing.
Yeah, I'm going to just stay in the thing near the, what is that called? Fireplace. That's where I will be. I'll be holding y'all stuff while I'll watch all of your stuff. I'm at the one at the bottom of the ride holding your stuff. All right. The IEP coach. Thanks for the gifts. All right, Rach.
The SPED resource room teacher leaves and there's no teacher. Or did you already do that one?
Yeah, I'm about 10 questions past that one.
You're so fast. I can't keep up with you.
I know.
Did you answer the one about advice for dealing? Yes,
Yep.
you did.
Yeah.
I just heard you talk about that one. You are 10 questions ahead of me.
Yeah, you know why? Because today I had to go to a justice center, a courthouse, to meet with a district attorney for a school district that has multiple people that have assaulted children. I'm never going to stand for it. I'm never going to bow down. I'm never going to be nice. I'm never going to get along to get along. These children need a voice. And let me just say for the record, self-contained classrooms should legally have to have windows. Like that, we got to get that fixed.
Big windows, big old windows.
Yeah, Amy said, I didn't hear you answer that question. So if it's about the resource room with no certified teacher, then you have a class with somebody who is an employee of the district, not a teacher. So let's stop saying, and I mean this is the nicest way, like we hear this in meetings, don't say that there's an uncertified teacher. There either is somebody who's credentialed to fill that position or there is not. So we're either delivering fake or we are not. We're not even delivering general ed if they're not certified. You missed the first part of the question. We need help getting kids in LRE and not forced general ed. Yeah, we have to look at LRE for every kiddo. That's a new pandemic that we're having in schools where we just shove all the kids in one room. Okay, I'm listening, Rachel. I'm listening. I'm not going to answer the question. I'm just going to let you do it. Go ahead, Rachel.
The school has not updated my son's subscription on his AAC device, and I have asked in the IEP, and they still said no.
They said no, they won't do it, or they said no, they haven't gotten to it. So that's a violation of the Assistive Technology Act of 1988. So I would call the executive director, and if that didn't work, I would call the assistant to the superintendent and say my child's civil rights are being denied, and if it's not fixed by 5 o'clock, I'm going to go to the news. That's what I'm going to do. Now, you could be your own news. That's the great thing about the social media world. We are the news. We are the world, and we are the news.
What do you do if a SPED student is refusing to come to school and you had multiple parent comments?
Nothing. So if a student doesn't come to school, you just need to chart that. We can't make humans come in the building. We don't drag them out of car seats. And, when they're old enough, parents shouldn't be putting their hands on kids to go to school. I mean, I would look at wraparound services, see if you have social services available, and definitely see if the parent would be open or amenable to an in-home parent training evaluation.
The IEP is behavioral only, and I am not listed anywhere on the IEP. Can they be in my ESE classroom?
Okay, that was a lot of acronyms. Can you say that again?
Yeah. The IEP is behavioral only, and I am not listed anywhere on the IEP. Can they be in my ESE classroom?
So behavior is a special ed service. So if that's where they get their special ed behavioral minutes, that's fine.
Should SPED advocate for the same math curriculum as general ed or go with recommended for assessment?
So assessment and curriculum are two different things. So your district's going to bring in whatever products were approved by the state, and then district, cities, or counties can purchase whatever is appropriate for them.
Did you went back and circled? You missed the first part of the question. You already did that, right? Yeah, you got it.
I did it.
Okay. So you want to tell us about some other awesome things going on with you?
Okay.
Because we don't have any other questions.
Yeah. So go get the Epic IEP. It's for all the good-looking people. It's a powerful playbook for parents, educators, and advocates navigating the IEP process. This is going to put it all together for you. At the end of every chapter, it's a 7-part framework that I use for all my clients to train all advocates. If you're interested in, we're starting the Epic IEP World Tour. So it's going to be New Edition, Bon Jovi, and me. I mean, they don't know that I'm going on tour, but I feel like they'll want to pick me up. So our first stop is in Louisville, Kentucky, and then Spartanburg, West Virginia, and then something else, West Virginia, and Lexington. Yeah, I got it. We have 7 stops in 4 days. So if you're wanting to be on the book tour, if you're wanting us to be a stop, and here's my fancy sign, reach out to Angie. She is booking all of the host locations. So if you're interested in being a host, having a host, being the hostess with the mostest, you want your group to join our group, she will get you that information. So Angie at Epic IEP Lifeline or 606-776-3175.
That light pink paper is nice.
Do you like it? It's cardstock, ma'am. It's cardstock. The only problem with cardstock is when you put it through the copier, it comes out like, you know, a pipe.
It doesn't always make the best noises going through the copier, but it's so wonderful. And then when you laminate it, it lasts forever.
Oh, I didn't laminate it. Because you know why? It'd be shiny.
Oh, it's shiny.
It's shiny. Mm-hmm.
That doesn't work for the screen. But for other life things. Yeah. How to determine or help move out to general education?
Well, you have data to support. That's the next best thing for the student that receives special education services. So we make decisions based on one thing. Say it with me. Data. So I have data to support that the setting that he's in now is not his LRE. That there could be a better setting for him to have access and work on his ambitiously appropriate IEP goals.
Thing of a thing. Oh, got it back. Okay. Is that also on audiobook?
Not yet. For some reason, I haven't had time to sit down and verbally record all 57,000 words, which is about how many words I use before 8 a.m. every morning. So, there's that.
You're going to have to practice reading at a nice
steady pace and drink hot tea. And then I'll just bust in, we are the world. We are the children. Because you know what my audio is going to be like? Just like Gary Vee. If you ever listen to one of Gary Vee's audios, he like reads it and he goes, okay, I'm going off track. Anyway, so this happened yesterday. So that's what my audio will be like. Like, that reminds me of something.
Be like a 15-hour.
It'll be like a 75-hour Audible. It'll take 4 credits. You know when you buy a book on Audible, it's 1 credit? Oh, no. It'll take all your credits.
How can I make sure that Epic's approved? It does say Epic's.
I don't know. I guess you would ask the approval people. Yeah, so we're doing professional developments. We're doing 2 nonprofits. We're doing school districts. We're doing some private leadership school district things. It's going to be awesome sauce.
Self-contained high school teacher here. Love joining and learning.
Oh, thank you. We're so glad to have you. You guys join the academy. It's free. I don't know how much lower I can make the price than free. So if you don't join the free, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Yes. Look, Cindy's in heaven. Look, she's in heaven. Oh! See, heaven does have shelves. I'm happy to know that. I'm so glad to know that. Because I've got to put my salt and pepper shakers up there.
Are you able to hear me?
We are all able to hear you. The whole world.
Fantastic. Would you like me to read questions?
Are you just swiping that out of Rachel's hot little hand?
Taking my authority from me here.
Yes.
Absolutely. Rachel, you are more than welcome.
She was doing so good. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll do one more, and then Cindy, it is your throne.
Okay.
It's all you. What to do if class is short on paras and has too many students?
Reach out to leadership. Reach out to leadership.
Reach out, touch base. Mm-hmm.
Cindy's been left alone with her voices in her head for several days.
Our districts require to have a specific accommodation logs for the general education teacher to fill out.
So districts aren't responsible for logging accommodations. Teachers are. So if you're a teacher and you have a student in your class that has accommodations, you're required to log them. How do I know that? Because when we file a complaint with the U.S. Department of Education Office of Civil Rights for denial of accommodations, or a 504 complaint, or a state complaint denying accommodations, you know what the state does? You know what the federal government does? They say, hey, district, send me a copy of your accommodation logs. They're like Yule logs, but they're different.
How can I be a host location?
Well, you know what? We have an answer to that. Look at this, Cindy. Look at this little non-teacher thing I made by myself. Look, it's taped on to the back of a board. I did it. So you would reach out to Angie at Special Education Lifeline. Angie at Special Education Lifeline. Take a picture. You got it. Or save this because she's the one that you would contact for 2026 and 2027. We're already booking 2027 because, yeah. So if you would like us to come and train, speak, teach, woohoo, wrestle to the ground, anybody in your district, we are available for that. Probably not the wrestling to the ground thing. Not at my age.
Yeah, you might get a little dirty.
No, yeah, I don't get dirty.
Although you are really good at standing in easement with heels.
I do like an easement.
Mm. What is Sarah's role for special education? I'm kind of new here. I kind of know, but I don't.
Yeah, so the para's role for special education is under 300.59. 300.59. It's just in the federal law. You guys have a law book? All of you guys have a law book? Like when you go to work as a teacher, your school district got you a law book? Don't you think that they would want you to have a law book? How many of you guys have this? So you can go to our bookshelf, just go to our link tree and go to Special Education Academy. This is the law. I'm certain that your school district just busts this out every morning after the Pledge of Allegiance. Don't they? They've trained you on all 115 statutes. You could, in this moment, if I had a $100 bill, you could write down 5 statutes and their numbers. Nobody? Yeah. So this is a book of requirements. It's not a book of suggestions. And then paraprofessionals. So paraprofessionals are an amazing support role. So here's my purple Rachel. I've turned everything Rachel. So paraprofessionals. So paraprofessionals support highly qualified teachers. And paraprofessionals are allowed to do their work under 3 requirements. Are you ready? You ready for the 3? Somebody say 3. Say 3 in the chat and I'll tell you. 3, 3, 3. Where are my 3s? I'm going to need some 3s. 3 things for pairs. 3, 3. I don't see any 3. There's a 3. Okay. Here they are. Number 1, direct supervision. Not like, ooh, she's got supervision. I can see you. But supervision. Direct supervision. Number 2, close proximity. Number 3, frequent contact. So when you tell me that Bob is down the hall supervising 15 paras, I'm going to say he's not. Right? So I don't know how much clearer it could be in No Child Left Behind in 1981, then turned into from President Bush, then October 2015, reauthorized by President Obama in ESSA, Every Student Succeeds Act. It's a requirement. Just because it's happening at your school and they say it's okay, they could be looking at you and lying to you. I wish I could find another word, but it's lying. When you don't tell the truth, when kids don't tell the truth, they're lying, right? When adults don't tell the truth, it's lying, right? And so it's an obligation that we meet those standards. It's never changed. We love paraprofessionals. They're amazing support role. They're like a good pair of pantyhose, right? They support. They're not teachers. They are not to give initial direct instruction. They are not to implement any part of the IEP without direct supervision, frequent contact, close proximity. So that's what they are in the room to do, to support that special educator in the room and or the general ed teacher. But we have paid paraprofessionals nothing and, mantled them with these obligations that are illegal. And the leadership that's doing it knows exactly what they're doing. Let me just tell you, they know exactly what they're doing. You know why? Because it's a numbers game. So Wednesday night, I haven't even told the kids, my partners, the kids. I'm meeting our representative, and we have, I think, 5 or 6 representatives in Texas, and we're working on a bill, say it with me, bill, that in Texas, if you have so many state complaints that are substantiated of the same problem, then there will be an enforcement mechanism to bring you into compliance, whether that's being taken over by the state, we sell you on Amazon, or we just send in Alan. It's your choice. Or you can write us a check, okay? And then we will take that to the federal level, because this ain't that. 50 years of doing special ed, if you feel like it, if you think our kids are worth it, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that.
That was so sexy, just to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay at all to front load general education curriculum during special intervention time?
I mean, if you have time to do that. Here's the deal. If you have to front load the curriculum, you're actually doubling the cognitive load for kids with disabilities. If you have to front load everything all the time, you're in the wrong setting, because nobody in life is going to front load what's going to happen during your day. We are setting kids up for success, gainful employment, independent living, and further education. And so if general ed with the rate and speed and prosody that it goes is appropriate, let's do that. But sometimes we have so many accommodations, it almost turns into a one-on-one. So I'm all for 9 or less accommodations, unless you are, medically complex or you have many comorbidities. But no teacher is going to stand up and give 84 accommodations and say, good morning. So I'm fired up. I was in the courthouse today, Cindy, for an hour and 15 minutes. And I had my shoes on that made noise. Click, click, click. And of course, because I'm going to heaven, I was wearing pantyhose. If you're not wearing pantyhose, I don't know if you're going to heaven. I just don't. You are, Bob, but I don't know about the rest of them.
My son is due for his kindergarten transition team. Oh, my son is due for his kindergarten transition. The team is proposing to complete a record review. Thoughts?
What? A record review? He's 5. What is that? Let's just look at the data and plan for next year. A record review. Had they called like the United Nations, we would like to convene a record review for Bob Smith. Bob Smith, all teachers, please come to the cafeteria at 3:45. Are we making this up? Can we just make school like a cable show? Special ed bosses gone wild. Who's in? Who's down for that? I can get it, because we're going to South by Southwest and we're going to the EDU part, but they have a film part, and I feel like I could lead y'all. Advocates gone wild. The real advocates of the IEP.
We're gonna need a shirt, ma'am.
We're gonna need letter jackets. We're getting letter jackets. Do y'all want letter jackets? We're getting epic IEP letter jackets. I'm not kidding. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you go into one, you just pop it like your Fonzie from Happy Days.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh, they said they want letter jackets. They all want letter jackets.
Absolutely.
And then like you get like a patch for a due process, another patch for an OCR complaint. Remember you got medals where I went to regionals, and this special ed director is no longer employed. That sort of thing. You can order your own patches too. You don't even have to earn them. Just order them. Yeah. Oh, somebody said they want a cardigan. We can do. Oh, somebody said letter with BADB #TCH. Probably won't put that on there, but we'll put the code. Yeah.
What is the difference between providing accommodations in a team-taught class versus direct services?
Well, accommodations have nothing to do with teaching or the type of class it is. So if they have accommodations, you have to implement them across settings.
Is it okay for a teacher only to focus on one person's IEP goals because their IEP is coming up?
Well, I think you and I both know the answer to that. Here's my answer to that.
I love that thing. Without additional testing for kindergarten transition, should I fight to go get him tested anyways?
Say that again?
Without additional testing for kindergarten transition, where they wanted to just do a records review, should I fight to go get him tested anyways?
Okay, so a records review is not a read. So reevaluation of existing educational data is not a records review. So when you are 6, if you were tested at 3, you would need to have your triennial, and absolutely we're going to retest in areas that we need it.
When a child has an IEP but is failing world cultural class, what do I do?
Get rid of world cultural class. That's what I would do. I mean, how much world cultural class did we take from the 80s? Not me. So, I mean, if they're failing a class, that means there's a problem, right? Problem with the student, problem with the teacher, problem with the instruction, problem with the volume, problem with expectations. So we should address that.
A student with the most intensive BIP I have ever seen is still exhibiting violent behaviors. What is the next step, please?
Consideration of out-of-district placement. I mean, if you're violent in school, in a public school, then public school is not for you right now, right? And that happens to some of our kiddos. I have several kiddos that are out-of-district placement right now.
Kind of the same question along the lines. What should the student do if he's failing math class, special education, with an IEP?
Does he have a math goal?
Good question.
Does he have a disability when he goes into math class, or does that stay on the hall? Some schools, you don't need support in some classes. It just waits in the hall for you. Your dyslexia just waits out in the hall when you go to math class. It's amazing. They'd say, sit right here. And then, 53 minutes later, I'll scoop it back up.
What should I do if my son is that scrolled. My son is having troubles toileting, 6-year-old son, and his kindergarten teacher will not help. What should I do?
Figure out who's going to help. Anything that occurs during the instructional day, functional, hygiene, feeding, eating, walking, talking, learning, behavior, academics, social, communicative. We provide support for that. Come on, let's not do that. Like, really, let's not do that. I mean, if a child's in a wheelchair for their whole life, I guess you're just not going to change him for 15 years. That's your game plan.
What to do if an ABA and school don't have the same goals?
Well, they never will. They're two totally different things, which is why I don't know why we think we have ABA in school. We don't. We have people that are ABA trained. That is not the model at all for ABA. So I don't know how we do that. If you're going to consider ABA, if you were my client, I would say, love, choose whichever's best for your kiddo right now, ABA or school. Because what happens is people are splitting the baby. They go to school for half the day, and then they go to ABA. That has got to be confusing for kiddos. There's a special education guru, Mandy Dean. Y'all say hi to Mandy. Everybody wave. We're all waving at Mandy in Missouri. She saw us waving.
How can we get help finding a school for our child with DS? The zoned school is terrible.
So schools are run by humans. Humans are amazing, or humans need prayer. So we could tell you what school to go to, and then that person could be, promoted to somewhere else. But if it's terrible at your school, I would look at getting it in district transfer. Mandy said, hi, boss.
Does a school test for vestibular systems or a neuromotor developmental issues?
I thought you were going to say vestibule, like in a church. I don't think so. We test for educational need. That sounds very complex. I mean, that might be like part of a sub test, but we look at educational needs. There's Brianna in Michigan. Say hi to Brianna. Brianna. Brianna is at 85 degrees there today in Michigan. Is the sun out?
I was a little bit chilled at 68, but I won't complain.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah. We gotta love Florida.
Florida.
Is it true an IEP includes sensory processing goals?
Not if you don't have a sensory processing disorder. But sensory processing disorder, are you guys listening? It's not an educational eligibility. It's not. It's important to know. It is not an educational eligibility. It sounds like it is, doesn't it? It's not.
If a school is not following a child's 504, is it a leadership issue?
It's an execution issue. I don't know too many kids that should be on a 504 anyway. They should be on an individualized education program.
What do I request for my daughter's IEP, who is in 8th grade and reads at a 2nd grade level?
Assistance. I would request assistance. She should be at minimum in a resource class getting targeted intervention. Oh, Brianna said it's 32 degrees. Oh, sweetheart. So sorry. Do y'all just like get in like in a bunker and then don't come out for 5 months and just sleep through? I don't know how people can live in the cold.
That's Punxsutawney Phil. What are your thoughts on passing students to the next grade, even if they fail everything?
I think that that's what happens. I think that's what happens. I don't think it's a good modality because what are they going to do from 20 to 100? Their boss is just going to pass them through for not coming to work.
My son is currently 17 at a juvenile state correctional program, and his PO suggested him to take the GED. Thoughts?
I think that's fantastic. That's a great starting place to be able to continue your further education. We're going to actually be training some people from the Juvenile Justice Center in Louisville. And you have to say it like that. I've been practicing. My cousins live there. So don't say anything. I can say what I want. This is my channel. So it's not Louisville or Louisville. It's Louisville. And you have to like put it in the back of your throat. Welcome to Louisville. But you can say Lexington, but you have to say Louisville. Did you know that, Cindy?
I did not know that, but I am educated now.
Yeah, but when I get there, maybe they'll make special education boss bats. You know, we'll be the special education slugger. See if that website's available, Alan. Special Education Slugger.
What should I... Oh, that is a...
Can you expand on why all children should have an IEP versus a 504? I can, Jess. So every child on a 504 has an identified disability. And those children should have gotten a full evaluation under the criteria of federal law. What's the federal law, you say? Well, that's a requirement that schools have to identify, locate, and evaluate children with suspected disabilities. But if you have a 504, you don't have a suspected disability. You have a known disability. And every one of those children that do not get tested, we are failing them. Somebody said, will you come to Houston? I will. I live here. I live in Houston. We have our date in Houston. Somebody text Angie and see if we nailed down the date in Houston. Yep, I live in Houston. Oh, look at Angie. We're finalizing dates now. It looks like it might be in March. We'll let everyone know as soon. Yeah. I live in Houston. I'm a Houstonian. I will be singing at the Houston Rodeo. Not like on a microphone, but you know, with everybody else. With Shabuzi. He should tour with us. The Boss and Shabuzi. I feel like that would be a good... Yeah.
That is awesome. Do they have the right to push back a 3-year re-eval because I changed the IEP classification from DD to ASD?
No, those two things aren't connected. But when you're due for your reevaluation and you think you need new evaluations, let's do them. And if you can't do them, call Lauren. She'll come do them. Or as Cindy would say, Lauren. Call Lauren.
Absolutely. Because she knows everything.
She does. She's quite the smarty pants. She even has pants. They are called smarty pants. And she's really young on the back of her pants. Like we were on a trip together. On the back of her pants, it said juicy. I'm older. On the back of my pants, it says juicing. So I feel like it's the same thing. But it's different. Different stages, different pants.
As a parent with a disability, would the district have to accommodate my need in order to participate?
Well, they can't deny your needed accommodations because that's what the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 was for. It was for individuals in America that had a disability, knowing that that entity that they were in or at could not deny them their civil right of accommodations. It's not an education plan. It's not an education plan. It's not an education plan. There's no funding for it. There's no measurement. There's no specially designed instruction, and we're tracking this. Say it with me. Nothing. Yeah. So there's a great story in the Houston Chronicle 2016 called Denied. And it was a series about how Texas had denied kids with special education for years. And it says in that article that a child's 504 costs the district $2. $2. An IEP is somewhere between $2,500 and $5,000. So you tell me why the school is pushing so hard for you to have a 504. Tell me.
How much time is too much time in a PLE room for a nonverbal autistic kindergarten child?
PLE.
Correct.
I thought you were.
PLE.
I was thinking PTL. Praise the Lord. I don't know because I don't know about the acuity of their disability. But anything before 5 is a gift. So I would take that gift.
Is it legal if the teacher quits mid-year to leave the paras to teach the SPED class for the remainder of the year?
It is legal for humans to quit. It is not legal to have a class where there's not a highly qualified teacher.
Can I demand a child moved out of a certain teacher's room? There's a history of singling the child out.
So you're asking if you can move a child out that's been singled out?
Correct.
That doesn't sound right, but if you're in Texas, you can.
Can they push back Triennials because I changed, that is a duplicate, pardon me. That is a duplicate.
Oh, personal learning environment. I like it. Thank you, Samantha, for the assist. Personal learning environment. If you're successful in your personal learning environment, stay. If you guys need to all go right this very second and join the academy, it's free. It's free. I'm giving it to you free. Free. No money, free. So go to Special Education Academy, go to trainings, the Epic IEP Academy, sign up, and we will see you at 8 p.m. Central tonight. We're starting a new series. You like a series, don't you? Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Oh, and can we just say to Linda Helton and to Mr. Clifton, let's hear it for the Niners. Woo! I don't know what that means, but I'm pulling for them now. Yeah.
Way to rep.
Yeah.
Does the district have to pay for out-of-district placement? And what if none are available?
Okay, number 2 is not true. Number 1, yes, if that's part of an agreement. So they will pay for out-of-district placement at an agreement. But you don't just go in and go, I'll have, a cheeseburger, fries, and out-of-district placement. It doesn't quite work like that at all. Although today I did have the fries from the In-N-Out with a bucket of cheese on them. Have you ever had them, Cindy?
Oh, good.
It was good. They stuck to my insides. It was so healthy. I only had I shoved 3 bites in, but it was so good.
When I come, you're going to have to take me there.
Yes, thanks you guys. I cannot thank you all enough for ordering this book. This book is going to change your life. This book is number 1 on the A word for bestsellers. It's number 1 on the A word for new releases for inclusive education. And it's number 7 in gift ideas of the top 100 books in America. So we cannot thank you enough. This book is going to change your life. Do you want to know what's on the inside? Do you guys want to know what's on the inside? Can I show you something?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, somebody give me a thumbs up or something and I'll show you. I need a thumbs up. I'm going to need a thumbs up to see what I'm going to show you. Where's the thumbs up? They're coming. They're coming. Okay, there we go. Are you ready? Look what I put on the cover. Y'all ready? When we get it right for the child, say it with me, we get it right for everyone. So if you would like to be on the Epic IEP Book Tour in 2026, and we know you would, then call 1-800-ANGIE. She will get you booked 2026 and 2027. So 606-776-3175. You can text her. You can email her, Angie at Special Education Lifeline. She will get you information about being a host location at your university, your college. Oh, we're going to be in Roanoke College. We're going to Roanoke. Is that so excited? So you know what? Yeah, I did go to college. So there, I'm going to buy a shirt. Yeah, I went to college. Same thing.
Pretty sure you went to Yale as well.
I did go to Yale. I went to college at Yale, and I went to the gift shop. I went to college at Vanderbilt. I've been to college. I mean, I've been everywhere, man. If you don't have a sweatshirt, I don't know that you went to college. And I would like to say for the committee, I did graduate valedictorian of my college, Round Rock Beauty College. So if you ever need your pterygium looked at or question your hyponychium, call me. Can you even spell hyponychium? I don't think so. Lauren goes, what's a hyponychium? She doesn't know. Look at her puzzled. I would say that my hyponychium is not in the norm or average range. I would say it's an outlier.
Never heard of that word in my life.
But what about pterygium? Pterygium?
No, ma'am.
What's the first letter in pterygium? Say it with me.
It's not a T.
It's P.
P?
Yeah.
Oh, like pterodactyl.
So pterygium is this little part of your cuticle that gets hard, right? And then your hyponychium is that soft part under your nails. Yeah, I just went to Round Rock Beauty College for nail school. I'm like, I could go for these hours and sit for the rest of my life, or I could stand up and do that all day. I'm like, I'm sitting. I'm a sitter. I'm not a quitter. So when people say, do I have credentials? Remind me that I'm a RR Beauty College graduate. RRBC. Let's hear it. They didn't have a gift shop. We were at a strip center. I need Alan to drive over there to see if it's still there. It's right behind a Taco Bell.
Oh, that's funny. Can you get a one-on-one for academics only if you don't have any behavioral needs?
Why would you need one-on-one for academics? Why, love? Why? You know what kids can do more than we think they can do. Why don't we change the product that we're giving them? Why don't we change the learner expectation? One-on-one, I'm never going to be on board with that. You know why? Because there's no one-on-ones when you grow up. There's not. And it would be so hard to find a child that there was not 1 minute of the day that somebody shouldn't be on his hip.
Are parents allowed to dictate everything that goes on in their child's day at school? Should it be this way?
Oh, absolutely. It's on page 12 of the federal law. It says parents dictate everything. Let me see. Let me just check right here. Page 12. Let me see the federal law for dictate. Oh, it's not in here. Nope. We are collaborating. We are co-laboring. We are in labor together. Nobody dictates anything.
My son was taken to general education. The teacher said that he said, no, thank you, and they took him back to self-contained. Is that okay?
Is that how life works? I mean, if we did that with potty training, we would have men with a full beard getting their driver's license in high school and not be potty trained. We do what's appropriate for children. If we rescue them, that's not loving, that's not discipline. So I understand that he said, no, thank you. We'll have to work past that.
True.
And you guys can you guys just put the information in the bottom? You don't even need a coupon anymore. You can go to Special Education Academy and it says right there for a free month. A free month. But if you do go through the website and you need a code, it's New Year 2026. But go, join us. And then you can ask your questions. All the questions. We answer questions in the academy that we don't answer here. You know, those questions. You want those questions answered, don't you? Yeah.
And even if you don't have questions, you hear other people's questions and get the answers, and it's a plethora of information.
Plethora. That means a whole bunches.
Yes. So the letters on the front of the book, are they foiled?
They're foiled, ma'am. You know, I like a foil in my hair and a foil on the book. Yeah. Can we just look at it together? Look how beautiful it is. Are you ready? So, the epic IEP. KMC. When we get it right for the child, we get it right for everyone. And when we don't get it right for the child, we didn't get it right for anyone.
Then we throw the book at you.
Yeah. I think that you should get this book as a gift for leadership. And then maybe bundle it with the federal law. Maybe that. I was thinking of you. I got you too. Look, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Yeah.
Because you rhyme all the time.
What are your, somebody asked me what are my certifications? Well, I have a Sam's card. I have a Texas driver's license. I have been married twice. When else was I certified? I am a John Maxwell trainer. I am an advanced personality trainer. I am amazing. And Round Rock Beauty College graduate and college dropout. But I'm not a quitter. I have dropped out of a lot of colleges.
What can I do for my son who is medically complicated? He keeps getting a new para almost every month.
There's not really anything you can do about that. You can certainly ask that we have continuity, but at the end of the day, it's going to be the discretion of the district. Somebody asked when the book comes out. It comes out in 2 weeks. It's going to ship in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks at midnight. So here's why we want you to order it ahead of time. So you get it. Because allegedly, I'm a first-time author for Simon & Schuster. Very honored to be with them. So they don't know that we're going to sell 1 million copies, which is why you would want to get your copy. Are you a certified teacher? I am not a certified teacher. Special ed. And nope. Couldn't be a certified teacher if you're a college dropout. Hard to do that. Although there's probably that available in some states. Now, thanks you guys for ordering it. And I'm so, look, Barbara boxed us all. Barbara, it's time for you to go to bed. It is 7:37 there. Thanks you guys for ordering. Somebody said we'll get it tonight. Yeah, if you just come over to my house, I have 10,000 copies. I'll just meet you at the end of the driveway. I don't have any copies. I have no copies. They're like, can we get it from you? Yes, Cindy's going to type it out in longhand and send it over.
Oh my gosh, I just can't wait to feel the foil on the book.
Feel the foil.
Yes,
oh, I like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah. If you guys have long questions, there's an orange box down there. If you join the academy, we answer all of your questions. If you're looking for representation, and we have a whole team of ridiculously amazing advocates that serve parents from coast to coast. If you would like to hear us every day, download Special Education Academy app. You just drive to the app store, you go in, and you can get one. They're free of charge. And then if you'd like to hear our podcast, go to Special Education Boss. I would like to say that our podcast, we just had the recap for the 8 months of 2025. We had 122 podcasts and 37,000 downloads. Thank you. Thank you. They're listening to me. Do they like me? I don't know, but they're listening. They're listening.
Who is qualified to go into the classroom for inclusion with a student?
Good people. I mean, the coach can go in, the janitor can go in, the nurse can go in. Hopefully the people that are on their IEP for that content area are in the room as well. Somebody said, why? Oh, wait. Jasmine said, why won't school let me shadow class? You don't want to shadow the class, love. If the school let you shadow the class, say it with me, it's contrived. It's not really how the day goes. Ask any of the teachers. If you know that somebody's coming, is it just another day in class? No, we sit up straight. We tuck our shirt in. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
If a mother asks for testing, does it mean testing must occur?
It means that the request must be considered. The district has an obligation, duty, and responsibility. Write those 3 words down. ODER. Obligation, duty, and responsibility to ILE. Identify, locate, and evaluate children with suspected disabilities who may be in need of special education and related services. School districts have never met their burden in that area. I've lived a very long life. I'm 60.1 years old. 60.1, not 61. And I've never seen in any neighborhood people, anybody need help in there? Any behavior problems? No. I've never seen a community talk talking about special education. Never see anybody at the local church. Never see anybody at the karate place. Never see anybody at Chuck E. Cheese. Never see anybody at the library. Never see anybody at daycare. Never.
How can my son get more accommodations in a 12-to-1 class on a state region?
We don't want more accommodations. We want better special ed. So more accommodations is not what a student needs. If they need more accommodations, then we need to give them specially designed instruction.
Is it allowed for a student with a speech impairment only to have in-class support?
Not really, but there's no law against it. So 300.111D, which stands for ta-da! It doesn't stand for that. I've been trapped in a car too long today. 300.11D, the bottom of child find, says that a child doesn't even have to be listed by their eligibility on the paperwork as long as we know the student has a disability and is in need of special education related services. See, the federal government made it easy. Sometimes we make it hard. The federal law is not hard. Humans are hard, and I'm one of them. So let's make it simple, sister. Keep it moving.
I was told that my child doesn't qualify for an IEP because her grades, yet struggling with ADHD. Thoughts?
Well, that would be an uninformed adult giving you fraudulent information, denying your child a FAPE. So I'm pretty sure if you have a neurological condition, you don't have to have academic goals. We have lots of clients, probably half of our clients, probably 40% of our clients have no academic goals, right? So there's that. Yeah, educational need. There's Elle Sanderson, Boots and Blazers. Y'all say hi to Elle. She's done firefighting in Wyoming, and she's back to serving kiddos with her natural strawberry red hair. I like it, Picasso. I don't ever see any of my ex-boyfriends come on here. I feel like my ex-husband is on here, but he probably has a secret name.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope he bought the book. Do you think my ex-husband bought the book? Should I send him the book? No.
You could throw the book at him.
I did. I did twice. Yeah. But he's already sitting, so there's no need to waste. He's resting.
That's funny. Yes,
My first husband said I was too much. Can y'all believe that? That he was that accurate?
Say it isn't true.
Yeah, I am too much.
Would you put a kid in a self-contained life skills class for 2 hours for RLA and math academics?
If he needed functional reading, ELA, and math, if his level of performance is at a functional level. Yeah, that's where we are not going on the book tour. My ex-husband's city. Should I say what it is right here? Do y'all want to guess? It's the land of the sitting. He was sitting when he was 29 years old. He's always been tired.
That's funny.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. Emily says no background or certifications having to do with SPED, but advertising yourself is so. Emily, you have my full attention. I have been representing families all the way through due process hearings in the state of Texas for 11 years. So believe me, love, I am full of credentials. Did I go to school to be a teacher? No, I'm not teaching people how to be teachers. Somebody else does that. I'm requiring local education agencies to implement the federal grant program called IDEA. They're not connected.
Is there a way that my son doesn't have to take a math class in a 12-to-1 class when he's struggling with math?
The only time that you'd not be able to be out of taking a math class is your senior year if you have decided to graduate on a foundation program instead of a full what is it called? Endorsement. There you go.
Gotcha. It is 6:44. How many questions would you like, ma'am?
So I would like, so Rachel's holding up a piece of paper that she wrote in pencil, and it says, "It's time."
Good job, Mariah Carey.
Is that Mariah Carey?
When she says it's time and Christmas begins? Yes.
I wouldn't know anything about that, ma'am. I'm too busy helping children around the world.
See, just like Santa.
Santa.
Okay, would you like one more?
Yes.
Okay. Can a self-contained EBD student get into a co-taught content classroom along with a para?
What? I feel like sometimes these are trick questions, but go ahead. Can a
self-contained student go to a regular education classroom for content with a para?
They can go to any general ed class that is appropriate for them right now with special education support. All right, we are going to log off. Listen, go get this book, The Epic IEP. It's going to change your life. At the end of every chapter, there's checklists for teachers, parents, and educators as we all write epic IEPs to change the lives of kids with disabilities. If you are interested in seeing us on the World Tour Bookstop 2026-2027, you would reach out to the great Angie. This is her information, Angie at specialeducationlifeline.com, or you can text her 606-775-3175. So Angie, for a good SPED time, is your girl. Remember, we get it right for the child, we get it right for everybody. Thank you to the 22.9 thousand people that have jumped on our live. We will see you guys in the next training. Hit subscribe, share this with a friend, and you know what? Meet me back here every single week. We're not just talking about change, we're making it. Because when you know better, you do better. And when we get it right for the child, we get it right for everybody.